Welcome to Flavor Street. Thanks for joining this delicious journey. Let's explore new flavors and create tasty memories together. Smørrebrød, traditional Danish open-faced sandwiches with various toppings like herring, liver pâté, or cold cuts. To prepare smørrebrød, the traditional Danish open-faced sandwich, you will need a base of rye bread and various toppings. Here are the key ingredients for a classic smørrebrød, but keep in mind that the toppings can vary depending on personal preference or regional variations. Basic ingredients. Rye bread, rugbrød, a dense, dark, and sour rye bread. It's the foundation of any smørrebrød. Toppings, common varieties. Butter, a thin layer spread on the bread before adding other toppings. Traditional smørrebrød toppings. Herring, silled, smørrebrød. Pickled herring, in various marinades like mustard, vinegar, or curry. Chopped onions, raw or pickled. Fresh dill for garnish. Hard-boiled eggs, optional. Capers, optional. Roast beef smørrebrød. Thinly sliced roast beef. Pickled cucumbers or pickled onions. Horseradish sauce or mayonnaise. Fresh parsley for garnish. Salmon smørrebrød. Smoked salmon or gravlax, cured salmon. Dill. Lemon wedges, optional. Capers, optional. Egg and shrimp smørrebrød. Boiled eggs, sliced. Shrimp, cooked and peeled. Mayonnaise. Lemon wedges. Dill. Pork and crackling smørrebrød, stegt flæsk. Crispy fried pork belly slices. Caramelized onions or pickled cucumbers. Fresh parsley for garnish. Chicken salad smørrebrød. Shredded cooked chicken. Mayonnaise or yogurt dressing. Chopped celery. Chopped apples. Fresh herbs, like dill or parsley. Liver pâté smørrebrød. Liver pâté, a spreadable, rich liver paste. Crispy bacon bits, optional. Pickled cucumber slices. Fresh parsley for garnish. Optional garnishes. Radishes, thinly sliced. Chopped chives. Lemon slices. Cress or microgreens. Ketchup or mustard, for certain toppings. Preparation. Start with a slice of dense, dark rye bread. Spread a thin layer of butter, optional. Add your chosen toppings, layering ingredients for taste and visual appeal. Garnish with fresh herbs, pickles, or other condiments as desired. Serve immediately and enjoy. Grilled shrimp skewers, fresh shrimp grilled on a skewer, commonly found at local seafood markets. Grilled shrimp skewers are a delicious and easy-to-make dish, perfect for a summer barbecue or a quick weeknight meal. Here's a simple recipe to prepare flavorful grilled shrimp skewers. Ingredients. For the shrimp. 1 pound, 450 g, shrimp, peeled and deveined, tails on or off, as preferred. For the marinade. 2 tablespoons olive oil. 2 tablespoons lemon juice, freshly squeezed. 2 to 3 cloves garlic, minced. 1 tablespoon fresh parsley, chopped, or cilantro, depending on your preference. 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, or regular paprika. 1 teaspoon dried oregano, or thyme. Half a teaspoon red pepper flakes, optional for heat. Salt and pepper to taste. For grilling. Wooden or metal skewers, if using wooden skewers, soak them in water for 30 minutes to prevent burning. Instructions. Prepare the shrimp. Peel and devein the shrimp, leaving the tails on, or remove the tails if you prefer. Pat the shrimp dry with paper towels to ensure the marinade sticks well. Make the marinade. In a bowl, whisk together the olive oil, lemon juice, minced garlic, chopped parsley, paprika, oregano, red pepper flakes, salt, and pepper. Taste and adjust seasoning as needed. You can add more lemon juice or garlic for extra flavor if desired. Marinate the shrimp. Place the shrimp in a shallow dish or a resealable plastic bag. Pour the marinade over the shrimp, making sure they're well coated. Marinate for at least 15 to 30 minutes or up to 2 hours in the fridge. Do not marinate for longer, as the acid from the lemon juice can start to cook the shrimp. Assemble the skewers. Thread the shrimp onto the skewers, arranging them in a single layer. Be sure to leave a little space between each shrimp for even grilling. If using wooden skewers, remember to soak them in water for 30 minutes before using to prevent burning on the grill. Grill the shrimp. Preheat your grill to medium-high heat. Place the skewers on the grill and cook the shrimp for about 2 to 3 minutes per side, until they turn pink and opaque. Be careful not to overcook the shrimp, as they can become tough. You can also grill them on a grill pan if you don't have an outdoor grill. Serve. Once cooked, remove the shrimp from the skewers and serve them immediately. Garnish with extra chopped parsley or a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. Serve with a side of grilled vegetables, a fresh salad, or over a bed of rice or couscous. Chokoladeboller, chocolate buns, often sold fresh from bakeries and food stalls. To prepare chokoladeboller, Danish chocolate buns, in total, including both the dough and the filling, here is the complete list of ingredients. For the dough: 500 g, 4 cups, all-purpose flour. 75 g, 1/3 cup, sugar. 10 g, 1 packet, dry yeast. Half a teaspoon salt. 250 milliliters, 1 cup milk. 100 g, half a cup, unsalted butter, softened. 1 large egg. For the chocolate filling: 100 g, 3.5 ounces, dark or milk chocolate, chopped into small pieces or chocolate chips. 1 tablespoon cocoa powder, optional, for extra chocolate flavor. For the topping, optional. 1 egg, for egg wash. Sugar, for sprinkling. This will provide everything you need to make the chocolate buns, including the dough, chocolate filling, and a sweet glaze for topping. Enjoy baking. Cheese croissants, fresh, buttery croissants filled with cheese. To prepare cheese croissants, you'll need the following ingredients. For the dough, if you're making it from scratch: 500 g, about 4 cups, all-purpose flour. 10 g, 1 packet, active dry yeast. 50 g, a 1/4 cup, sugar. 1 teaspoon salt. 250 milliliters, 1 cup, warm milk. 100 g, half a cup, unsalted butter, softened. 1 large egg. For the butter layer, if making from scratch for laminated dough: 200 g, about 1 cup, cold unsalted butter, for the lamination process. For the cheese filling: 200 g, 7 ounces, cream cheese, softened. 100 g, 3.5 ounces, grated cheese, such as cheddar, Gruyere, or a mix. 1 to 2 tablespoons fresh herbs, optional, like chives or parsley. Salt and pepper to taste. For the egg wash: 1 egg, beaten, for brushing on top of the croissants before baking. A pinch of salt. Quick method, if using puff pastry dough: 1 package of puff pastry, store-bought, thawed if frozen. Cheese filling, same as above. If you're using store-bought puff pastry, you can skip making the dough and focus on preparing the cheese filling and assembling the croissants. Enjoy your cheesy, buttery croissants. Crepes, thin pancakes filled with various fillings such as chocolate, sugar, or fruit. To prepare crepes, here's how to make the batter. Ingredients for crepes: 1 cup all-purpose flour. 2 large eggs. 1 1/4 cups milk. 2 tablespoons melted butter, plus more for cooking. 1 tablespoon sugar, optional, for sweet crepes. 1/4 teaspoon salt. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, optional, for sweet crepes. Preparation instructions. Mix the dry ingredients in a medium bowl, whisk together the flour, sugar, if using, and salt. Add wet ingredients, make a well in the center and add the eggs, milk, melted butter, and vanilla extract, if using. Whisk to combine, whisk the mixture until smooth, ensuring there are no lumps. The batter should be thin, almost like heavy cream. If it's too thick, add a little more milk. Rest the batter. Let the batter rest for about 30 minutes at room temperature. This helps the flour absorb the liquid, resulting in smoother crepes. Cook the crepes. Heat a non-stick pan or skillet over medium heat and lightly grease with butter. Pour a small amount of batter into the pan, swirling to coat the bottom evenly. Flip the crepes. Cook for about 1 to 2 minutes on one side until the edges start to lift. Then, flip and cook for another 30 seconds. Serve. Remove the crepes and stack them. Serve with your favorite fillings or toppings like fresh fruit, Nutella, whipped cream, or savory options like ham and cheese. Currywurst, a German-inspired sausage dish, often served in food stalls, with a spicy curry ketchup. Currywurst is a popular German fast food dish consisting of a steamed and fried pork sausage, bratwurst, that's sliced and served with a flavorful curry ketchup sauce. Here's a simple recipe to prepare currywurst at home. Ingredients. For the sausage: 4 to 6 German bratwurst sausages, or any preferred sausages like pork or chicken. Oil for frying, if not grilling. For the curry ketchup sauce: 1 cup ketchup. 1 tablespoon curry powder, adjust based on your spice preference. 1 tablespoon sweet paprika powder. 1 tablespoon soy sauce. 1 teaspoon sugar, optional, for sweetness. 1 teaspoon white vinegar, optional, for tanginess. 1/2 teaspoon ground cumin, optional, for extra flavor. Salt and pepper, to taste. Instructions. Prepare the curry ketchup sauce. In a saucepan, combine the ketchup, curry powder, paprika powder, soy sauce, sugar, and vinegar. Heat the mixture over medium heat, stirring occasionally, for 5 to 10 minutes, allowing the flavors to blend together. Taste and adjust the seasoning, salt, pepper, or additional curry powder. Once the sauce is well combined and heated, remove from the heat and set aside. Cook the sausages. Grilling option: grill the bratwurst sausages over medium heat until they are nicely browned and cooked through, about 10 to 12 minutes, turning occasionally. Frying option: heat some oil in a skillet over medium heat. Add the sausages and cook them for about 7 to 10 minutes, turning until browned and cooked through. Serve the currywurst. Slice the cooked sausages into bite-sized pieces. Place the sliced sausage on a plate and generously drizzle with the warm curry ketchup sauce. Optionally, sprinkle more curry powder on top for extra flavor. Æbleskiver, Danish pancake balls, often served with powdered sugar and jam, a popular street treat. Æbleskiver are traditional Danish pancake balls, typically enjoyed during the holidays or special occasions. They're light, fluffy, and often served with powdered sugar, jam, or syrup. Here's a simple recipe for making them at home. Ingredients: 2 cups all-purpose flour. 2 teaspoons baking powder. 1/2 teaspoon salt. 2 tablespoons sugar. 2 large eggs, separate the yolks and whites. 1½ cups buttermilk or regular milk, but buttermilk gives a better texture. 2 tablespoons melted butter. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Butter or oil, for greasing the Æbleskiver pan. Powdered sugar, for dusting, optional. Jam or syrup, for serving. Instructions. Prepare the Æbleskiver batter. In a large bowl, whisk together the flour, baking powder, salt, and sugar. In a separate bowl, beat the egg yolks and then mix in the buttermilk, melted butter, and vanilla extract. Gradually add the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients, stirring until just combined. The batter should be thick but smooth. Whip the egg whites. In another bowl, beat the egg whites until stiff peaks form. This will help make the Æbleskiver light and fluffy. Gently fold the whipped egg whites into the batter. Be careful not to deflate the egg whites too much, this keeps the batter airy. Heat the Æbleskiver pan. Heat an Æbleskiver pan, a special cast iron pan with round indentations, over medium heat. Lightly grease the pan with butter or oil, ensuring the indentations are well coated. Cook the Æbleskiver. Once the pan is hot, spoon about 1 to 2 tablespoons of batter into each indentation. Cook for about 2 to 3 minutes until the edges start to set and the bottom is golden brown. Use a skewer or fork to flip each Æbleskiver over. Rotate them until they are golden brown and cooked through on all sides. This should take another 2 to 3 minutes. Serve. Remove the Æbleskiver from the pan and place them on a plate. Dust with powdered sugar and serve with jam or syrup on the side for dipping. Kyver, Danish pancake balls, often served with powdered sugar and jam, a popular street treat. Frikadeller, Danish meatballs made from minced pork or beef, often served with mustard or pickles. Frikadeller are Danish meatballs, typically made from ground pork, beef, or a combination of both. Here's a recipe for making traditional frikadeller. Ingredients: 500 g ground pork or a mix of pork and beef. 1 small onion, finely chopped. 1 egg. Half a cup milk or water. Half a cup breadcrumbs. 1 teaspoon salt. 1/2 teaspoon black pepper. 1/2 teaspoon ground nutmeg, optional. 1 tablespoon butter, for frying. 1 tablespoon oil, for frying. Preparation. Mix the ingredients. In a large bowl, combine the ground meat, finely chopped onion, egg, milk, breadcrumbs, salt, pepper, and nutmeg, if using. Mix everything together until well combined. The mixture should be moist but firm enough to hold its shape. If it's too runny, add more breadcrumbs. Form the meatballs. Wet your hands slightly with water to prevent sticking, then form the mixture into small, round meatballs, about the size of a golf ball, or flatten them into oval shapes. Fry the frikadeller. Heat the butter and oil in a frying pan over medium heat. Once the pan is hot, add the meatballs in batches, making sure not to overcrowd them. Fry for 4 to 5 minutes on each side, or until they are golden brown and cooked through. Serve. Remove the frikadeller from the pan and drain on paper towels. Serve hot with potatoes, vegetables, or a sauce such as brown gravy or pickled cucumbers.